We're from the JB Speed Outreach team at the University of Louisville, and today we're going to be doing a strawberry DNA extraction activity. My name's Taylor, and I'm a senior bioengineering major. What bioengineering is it's engineering for living things or life sciences.
I'm Audrey, and I'm an industrial engineer here at Speed School. And basically, we try to promote processes and make them more efficient.
So we're gonna go ahead and get started. First, we're gonna go through all the materials you need. You can usually find these in your house, or you can find them at the grocery store, really easy. You're gonna need strawberries, of course, water, dishwashing soap, table salt, rubbing alcohol, all types of measuring cups, teaspoons, tablespoons, and cups, coffee filters, and then last but not least, you're gonna need some bamboo skewers. You can usually find these in the grocery store, but if not, you can use any stick item you have around the house, and a Ziploc bag. So yeah.
So today I'll be demonstrating while Taylor will be instructing how we do this project.
Woo. All right, first thing you're gonna need is you're gonna grab 3 strawberries and you're gonna rip the tops off of them and you're gonna seal them tightly into a Ziploc bag. Then, once you've done that, you're gonna mash the strawberries for about 2 minutes, as much as you can. After 2 minutes, this is what the finished product should look like. Notice how the strawberry looks, and look at the stringiness and the texture. What makes up a strawberry is its DNA. So what you're seeing right here in that stringiness is just the molecular, or the big pieces of DNA that we're gonna extract later molecularly. So yeah, now that we have our strawberry mashed up, we're gonna make what's called our extraction liquid. And that's the liquid that's gonna do a chemical process to remove the DNA from the strawberries. So for our extraction liquid, you're gonna need 1/3 cup water, 1 tablespoon of soap, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Once you have all that in the cup, mix it together for about a minute. All right. After you're done mixing your extraction liquid, you're gonna go ahead and carefully pour about 1/2 of the liquid into the bag of strawberries. I recommend to have a partner to help you. Do a little bit more. Oop. All right. And then you're gonna wanna seal that tightly again, and then just mix it up until the liquid is evenly distributed with the strawberry. As always, make sure to look at what it's doing to the strawberries. See if anything looks different about it. All right, once you've got your mixture, this is where it gets a little tricky. You're gonna go ahead and grab your other cup, and you're gonna set up a filter that's gonna filter out the giant chunks of strawberries and get you the extraction liquid left over that has the DNA. So if you have a funnel, definitely use it, but if you don't have a funnel, that's okay. That's why we have the coffee filter. And you can place this in a funnel or just place it carefully in the cup and have somebody hold it. And then you're slowly gonna pour your Ziploc baggie over the funnel. And that's slowly gonna drain the liquid over time and catch all the big solid chunks of strawberries. Can definitely shake it a little bit too. Whatever you do, if you shake it, just make sure it doesn't fall into the cup. If it's taking a little bit longer than usual to funnel out the liquid, pick up the coffee filter and squeeze it.
But only a little bit so that it doesn't burst.
Alrighty, once you have about 1 inch of liquid, that's pretty good. You can go ahead and dispose of the rest of the strawberries. Woo. So now that we have our extraction liquid with our strawberry DNA, we're going to do a chemical reaction with the rubbing alcohol and pour this in, and it's going to separate the molecules so the DNA comes to the top and all the other molecules come to the bottom. So now you're going to get your rubbing alcohol. Also, I recommend to chill this rubbing alcohol for about an hour at least before you do this experiment in the freezer. That'll make the reaction work a little bit better. So you're going to pour a half cup of chilled rubbing alcohol slowly down the side of the cup until you have about an inch layer of rubbing alcohol on top of the strawberry. You may not need to use all of the half cup of rubbing alcohol. Wait about a minute and watch how the layers are going to separate. So the reason that the strawberries particles are separating because of the rubbing alcohol is a chemistry concept called polarity. Notice the different layers here. So we're going to let that sit for about a minute. Once you've let it sit, then you're going to take your bamboo skewer or stick-like item from the house, and you're going to slowly take it and dip it into the cup in the rubbing alcohol layer. You can swirl it around a little bit, and you should catch a stringy-like substance on the stick. Woo! And that right there is the strawberry's DNA.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So you can swirl it around and see as much DNA as you can get, or you can add more rubbing alcohol, and sometimes you can get more DNA that way. But it should look like a clear, gooey-like substance. And why is this important? So DNA extraction is really cool and used in bioengineering. And if we can extract DNA from any living thing, plants, animals, humans, then we can use that to treat diseases and all of these things. Because your DNA is your building block of life and the building block of you. So it can tell you a lot about any health conditions you may have. So that's why something like this is super important. So yeah, this is our strawberry DNA extraction. And next time, join us for homemade lava lamps.